Hello guys, welcome to the channel. In today's video, we will learn how to get unique values from an array using something called sets in JavaScript. So for the setup, I right now have two files open. One is my HTML file and other one is JavaScript. And for the HTML file, I don't really have anything in the body. We're only using it to link our JavaScript file, right? And if I move to my JS file, I have an array called colors, which consists of a collection of different colors where some of the colors are repeating, like as you can see the blue is repeating twice, the red one is repeating three times, and so on. And except that, we have a bunch of comments explaining what we will do. Okay, so what we will actually do is we will use something called sets to get unique values from this array. And what is set? So in 2015, JavaScript came out with a major update which changed a lot of things about JavaScript, and it gave us a lot of new things like arrow functions, letting const, and async await and whatnot, right? So with all that, we also get something called set, as you guessed it. And what set does is it actually stores a collection of unique values of any type. And by any type, it means we can also pass we can also pass an object, an array, a whole loop, a function, and basically whatever you want. And the syntax to use set is this. We use a new keyword and call the set constructor. So let's get into the tutorial part. So I will here create a new variable and I will use let because we are going to mutate the variable, and I will call my variable unique colors. And now let's use set, and inside I will pass the colors array because we want to get unique values from this array, right? So let's first open our file into the browser, open with live server. And as you can see, we don't have anything in the body, so this is what our project looks like. But I will go to inspect and console, and you know what, first let me print something for the HTML part. So I will use a h1 and print hello world, because you know, if you can't print hello world, people don't take you seriously, right? So let's see. Yeah, so I know part of coding, right? And now for the JavaScript, if I console log our unique colors, okay, I can spell right unique colors, you will see that out of this colors array, I'm sorry, we only get the unique values. So yeah, it's that simple to use set. But however, if you notice something, we don't get an array in return. As you see, we get the unique values, but it's not an array. We get an object. So we will need to convert this into an array. And how to do that? For that, we will use our favorite spread operator, and we will spread the unique colors object inside the square bracket using spread operator. And if now I console log our unique colors, you will see that it is converted into an array. So yeah, it is that simple to use set to get unique values from an array. And now let's work with a bit of complex example. So I will navigate back to my VS Code and I will comment all this out so you can reference it later if you want. And for the complex example, I will use a complex array. So if you ever worked with an API or you've seen what an API returns, you may be familiar with this setup. Usually you get more complex setup, but for the example, I think this will work just fine. So here we have an array called items, and inside the array we have 10 different elements, and for each of the element is an object itself. And for the object we have three properties. We have ID, we have title. Suppose we are working with a project page, and these are the projects for the page. So we have an ID, we have a title for the project, and then we have a tool used to create the project. And now I want to get only the unique tools used using the same formula that we used here. So here you can see we have two projects with HTML, we have three with CSS, but we only want to get the unique values from this. So let's start. First thing I will do is create a variable using let, because we want to mutate it later, and I will call this tools. And here we will loop over our items array, and for each of the item, that means for each of the element, we want to return the tool. So I'm using the ES6 arrow function here. Since we have only one line, we can return it without a return keyword. Now if I console log our tools, you will see we will have all these tools inside this variable. Yeah, as you can see. So right now we are not getting the unique ones. We are only getting the tool from each of these elements and storing it in a variable called tools. And we are using map for this. How map works is basically it iterates over each of the element of the array. Here we have items array, so it will iterate over each of the elements in the item array. And for each iteration, it will return item dot tool. That means it will return the tool property for that item. So one by one, we will return 10 times, and all those tools get stored in the variable called tools. And now you want to get only the unique tools from the tool variable. And just like we did here in this line, we will use set to get the unique tools. New set, and we will pass the tools array, and you see we now only have the unique tools. And again, we do not have an array, we have an object. So like we did here, let's convert this into an array. So tools again will be equal to, we will open square brackets, use our spread operator, and convert tools into an array. Now if I console log tools, you will see that we have an array of only the unique tools used for the project. And since we are working for a complex example, we can convert all this into a single line. And let's see how we do that. So like I mentioned, we can pass anything inside a set constructor, right? I said that we can even pass a whole loop inside the set constructor. So if I comment out this line, and here we are looping over our items array, right? So I will cut and copy this, call my set constructor right here, and then loop over my items inside the set constructor. And now you will see that the functionality will work the same, nothing changes. So we don't have to use this line. Also, we can do this part here right now too. So let's do this. I will use my spread operator and put another square bracket here, and then delete this line. So as you see, nothing changes again. I can even refresh, so you don't think I'm cheating. And since we are doing everything in one line, we are not mutating the tools array. We can just use const here. So yeah, everything works fine. So instead of 3 lines, we now only have one. So now that we get the unique tools from this items array, I want to create buttons for all these unique tools. And what I mean by that is, let me show you with an example. So I will navigate to my portfolio website, and this is the project page. So right now, as you see, for all the tools I have used, I have a button, HTML, React. So what you want to do is for all these unique tools, here HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, Python, we want to create buttons like this. So let's do that. So the first thing I will do is move to my HTML and I will delete this hello world, and I will create a div with a class of container. We wanna move our buttons inside this container div. So let's go here. I will select my container using query selector, and we will use inner HTML. And now again we will loop over our tools array using map, and for each of the tool what we want to do is return a button. And here I will use template string because we want to use HTML tag inside JavaScript, and we also need a variable. So let's put our template literal here, tool, and close the button. So before I show you it in browser, let me explain what we are doing. So we are selecting our container div from HTML, and we are using the inner HTML property which allows us to change or insert HTML content from JavaScript file. So we are looping over our tools array using map, and for each tool we are creating a button, and the text on the button will be the tool itself. And let's see it in the browser. Okay, we have an error. This cannot set property inner HTML of null at line 37. Okay, so let me see. Yeah, I messed up the spelling. Yeah, sometimes I really can't spell. Container, is it the right spelling? Let me just copy paste. Yeah, it should work now. So you see, we have these tools: HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, Java, Python. For each of the tools, we are returning a button, and the text on the button is tool name itself. And yeah, we have these buttons. However, we have them separated by commas because map is returning an array and the array elements are separated by commas. So to avoid that, we will use the join property. And join them with spaces. So now if you see, we have unique buttons for each of our tools. However, they won't function because we do not have any content, as obviously. But you now learned how to create unique buttons from data given using sets. And I hope you liked the tutorial. If you did, please subscribe and support me. And thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.